Wow, we got some news coming out, and that is Tennessee quarterback Nico Iamaleava is pretty much kicked off of the University of Tennessee, has pretty much been kicked off of the team, right? Now, Nico, who has been a quarterback there for the last 2 years, he's one of the first quarterbacks to have an NIL deal. You heard reports that he was making at least, $4 million total? Somewhere around there, correct me if I'm wrong, to play at Tennessee. Well, he tried to pull an NFL move, and that is he did not show up to spring training. You know how the pros is, they'll try to hold out. Now, you heard reports that he wanted at least $4 million a year, which is crazy. But Tennessee's head coach informed the team that they're moving on from it. I'm going to read a little bit of this article from SI.com, and it says reports first emerged on Thursday that describe Iamaleava and Tennessee were going through contract negotiations as the volunteer signal caller was seeking a raise that would pay him $4 million. Nico was absent from practice Friday, which came as a surprise to the Tennessee staff after he attended a position dinner on Thursday night. Nico signed a blockbuster NIL deal coming out of Warren Calf High School in the 2023 cycle that would pay him around $8 million deal over the life of the contract. So I guess that's $2 million per year if he stayed for 4 years. But he wanted $4 more million. So listen, he's going to get picked up by another school. I know the transfer portal's opening up real soon, and so he'll be fine. But this is what I don't like about college sports. We didn't got to the point now where we holding out, and you signed a contract, and you're probably going to go to the league this year or this, after his junior year. So why are you trying to get $4 million when you're going to make that much money coming up soon? And I like the fact that college players are getting paid. I mean, college football at one point was my favorite thing to watch as far as overall football. Yeah, even more than the NFL. But it's gotten so bad to where you see these guys, they're jumping in portals every other year. You don't start, you transfer, and they became selfish, literally just as bad as the professional athletes of now. And I get it, if you were a regular student there, you can transfer as many times, but A, you won't necessarily graduate in time because credits don't always transfer, and B, it's just a bad look when you're doing all of that. And for Nico, you signed a contract, you're making $2 million a year. If you kill it this year and you become a top 5 pick, you are making $8-9 million per year easy, and then you get a super max after 3 years, and they're making now almost about $60 million in the NFL. And you got Tennessee and the networking and the history and all of that, but something, man, I hope that college football, what I would like for them to do is you get one transfer, you get one freebie, and then whether or not you're eligible after that is if the coach stepped down, cool, then I think that's fair. But all this transferring around and you holding out and all of this, and then they open up transfer portal too many times, and they need to tighten down on that. Just like during the college playoff season, people are transferring, and I understand again, players should be able to have movement, but it's too much going on, man. And college football has become the wild, wild west. It's not, to me, it's fun to watch no more. And that's what I like about Arch Manning is he could have easily transferred, especially after his freshman year when Quinn Ewers came back, and he decided not to. He's like, man, I don't want to leave Texas. This is where I want to be, and to me, that's how you should be. But these young kids now, and I had to tell my son this, if he's fortunate enough to play college ball, I'll be like, dude, look, your first couple of years is gonna be hard, but you at least stay and grind it out. Now, if you're going into your senior year, you've been there 3 years, whatever, I can understand, but you transferring like it's nothing, like it's hot potato or whatever, musical chairs. And I know it's about basketball, but the Florida Gators just won. Corey Brewer talked about how Joakim Noah didn't even start and barely played his freshman year at Florida. And then what happens? His sophomore year, they win a national title. His junior year, they win a national title. Then he has a hell of an NBA career. Imagine if it would have been now, he might have been gone. And then guess what? Florida might have not won those back-to-back national titles. But I don't like it. Nico, you a junior now. You an upperclassman. And I don't understand if you're going to probably go to the league after this year, you doing some type of NFL style holdout. But then guess what? You got to blame his agency. You got to blame the people around him. Had that been my son, I'd be like, look, to me, it's not worth it. just go ahead and take this $2 million or whatever. You kill it. You probably win the Heisman, and then guess what? You in conversations for being a top 5 pick easy. The NFL, they how much money quarterbacks is. The quarterbacks are the only people in the league that's making money like the NBA right now. But I just want to get my quick thoughts about it. Do y'all agree, disagree? I don't really, like I said, I'm not a fan of college football as much as I used to be. But let me know what y'all think.